The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the October 16th, or the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what the buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I am absolutely grateful for your presence here. But even more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on it at 877-927-6648. Now, if you've got a question and you can't call in, Stevie's got your back. Send me an email, send it off early, and send that to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And, of course, if you're inside our Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we begin our day with the mixed bag out there. The mix is really coming from the NASDAQ 100 and the NASDAQ Composite, both those trading lower. NASDAQ 100 down 60 points, the Composite off 30. 3/10 for the NASDAQ 100, about 2/10 for the Composite. Dow's up 174, S&P's up 2 points, Russell's up 32, Semi's up 15, Trend is up 267. We've got gold trading up $6. Silver is up 9 cents. Light sweet crude is down 80 pennies. Natural gas is up 8 cents. And the 30-year Treasury is up about a half a point, 16 ticks at 121.18 is what she is printing. Our leaders in the clubhouse to the upside, Oro Bio Inc., a $50 move, 126%. United Rentals up $17, 2% move there. United Health Group 3%, $17 there. Restoration Hardware $17, 5% there. Monolithic Power System $13, 1.5% move. Our shakers to the downside led by Azimil Holdings, a $43 move, nearly 6%. Synopsys a $14 move, 3%. Alta Beauty $14, 4%. Thermo Fisher Scientific, $11, 2%. Bright Minds Biosciences, a 28% move. Not too bright there. That's down 11 buckaroonies. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. Let's begin by taking a look at the New York Stock Exchange Advanced Client Oscillator. Is it above zero? It is above zero right now. We did not close above zero yesterday. If we do close above it today, it's going to signal that buyers are the ones that are trying to gain control. A second close above that zero threshold level tomorrow would confirm that. Spot VIX index is still above its 50-day exponential moving average. So we've got competing signals, if you will. And that says probably we have sideways-ish, slightly higher, but nothing that's really taken off to the upside. If we had that spot VIX close below 1834, well, then we would, we'd have a minus a rate of change below minus 10%, and that would be initiation to higher price signal out there. That's not what we have. Steven was just babbling. Sorry for the babble. So that's what's going on. We take a look. I don't know if there's really any other charts out here that I can think of at the moment that we want to take a look at. So let's do this. Let me do this. Well, actually, let's do this. I know Stevie's going to say, let's do this. How many times am I get tired of hearing it? Well, here, let's do this. See, one more time. I was just testing you. We do have new profiles that are attempting to form out here. There's a new profile attempting to form in the ES Mini. And this is important out here. The top of that profile is at 58.79. The bottom's at 58.02. Whichever side gets closed above, you'd have another profile change in trend, so to speak. So right now we just have a consolidation inside that profile. It may not form at day's end, so I won't know until this evening. but I won't be around this evening to make that determination. If we take a look at the NQ did confirm a new profile. So whereas the ES Mini is attempting its profile, the NQ did go ahead and confirm it. So the key level of support for anybody who is bearish is going to be 21.35. That could be an area where you want to cover that short. If we are bullish, the level that you're watching is 25.24. If price is able to close above that, it increased the odds that the A to B equals CD pattern that is underway is likely to come to fruition, and that number is at the 21.230. 261 level. That's the 1-to-1 232. Again, 21.261 would be that price target. If we take a look at the Dow, like the ES Mini, also attempting to form a new profile. You have support at 42,497. And when I say support, I'm referring to that's where the buyers reside. If we want to know where the sellers reside, which is resistance, it's at the top of that profile, 43,309. We do not have a new profile that's attempting to form, at least not just yet, at least not as of 11/11. That's my brother-in-law. He was born on November 11th. That would have been perfect, 11/11 and 11/11. And anyways, out there, let's get back to the Russell 2000. No new profile, and prices trade above the top of the existing profile. It closed today above 22.86. Will accomplish that task and suggest a move up towards the 23.36 level. That's its 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. That's also where there's an RMI, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, which at 23.40 out there. So, yeah, you got the NASDAQ, the only indice trading lower. We probably need to take a look at the top 8 instruments and try to figure out what's going on there. Or maybe we need to take a look at the QQEW, the equal weighted ETF, to see if it's maybe the bottom rung of stocks that are moving that indice lower. What we don't have out here is any kind of consistency with regard to signals on an intraday basis, and you'll see that. But you'll see that momentarily. The reason is because I've got another set of intraday charts up on my screen that we're going to flip to. As I had mentioned, natural gas was breaking or trading below prior swing points out there, and the question was, but in my back of my mind, or the front of my mind, back of my mind's not really that great, but the front of the mind's not too shabby out there, and the front of my mind was saying, I think we've got a TD9 count top. Now, I've switched to the December contract. We're going to be rolling from November to December, so I think it's, and I don't know, for those of you that trade the UNG, you got to go take a look and see what is inside there. It could be a combination of November, December. I just don't know, but go take a look at that, and the chart patterns can be different. So right now we're taking a look at the December contract. You'll see bar number 9 is going to go ahead and form today. That pattern will go ahead and complete tomorrow. That means you could get a lower low. Of course, what we want to do is we want to take a look at the intraday charts to see what kind of signals. Whenever we're at a support level or a bottom level, we should see bottom signals, maybe resistance levels fail on those intraday time periods out there. That's going to give you the best. It doesn't guarantee anything, but it does tell you, it does give you that signal that, okay, buyers are definitely trying to take control of the market out there. So if we take a look at the, what else do we want to look at out here? I'd say nothing else. Well, we do want to take a look at those intraday charts. So let's start with the longer term. What do we have in the 5-hour time frame chart? Well, we have a TD9 count bottom that is being tested today. Tested at this moment in time. This is a 5-hour time frame. This a bar will complete at 2 p.m. If at 2 p.m. price closes above that low, which is 2.882, we will have a test and rejection of a swing point, but more importantly was a TD9 count pattern. If price closes below that, that would be a signal, well, maybe we've got to wait till tomorrow for that bottom pattern. Maybe we get no bottom out there, but that's a 5-hour chart, so watch that at 2 p.m. Test and rejection would be one check mark in the positive side. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll finish taking a look at this chart as soon as we get back from the break.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the stock charts for natural gas out there. The daily time frame is going to form bar number 9 today. Suggests that we should see at least a counter trend move that begins today or tomorrow out there. So we left off, we looked at the 5-hour chart. We know what we're looking for there at 2 p.m. If we take a look at the 120-minute chart, no, that's not really assisting us much. Okay, 60-minute time frame. We've got a TD9 count bottom. So now what we can see here is that so far that red oscillator and change line is really acting as resistance. So the first signal on a 60-minute time frame that sellers are really attempting to form a bottom here would be a close above the red oscillator and change line. Is currently printed at 2.901. So maybe give it a few, maybe it's 2.907 or 9 or something like that. So you've got potential bottoming signal on the 60-minute. As you do on the 30-minute, it's going to go ahead and complete a TD9 count pattern. Then 60-minute completes it at noon. The 30-minute is going to complete it here at 11:30. So I don't need to really look at the 15 and the 10. What we'd really look for there is this price-breaking resistance. So if this is the beginning, if there were to be the beginning of a rally, we should see resistance levels fail first on those shorter-term time frames. So, for example, on the 10-minute time frame, resistance at 290. On the 15 minutes at 2.902 out there. So it's got potential, but we need to let this continue to evolve, over the next several hours to see what additional information natural gas presents to us. And we were not going to see, I don't think, anything substantially different if we went and took a look at the November contract. So that's what's going on there. Let's do this because I can do the intraday stuff on the NQs and the ES and so forth. But we do have a few questions that have come in. And so let's begin taking a look at those. So the first one coming in this morning was from Sharky inside the Tiger's Den. We had some sharks out in, so I live on the Intercoastal, but I'm in a private yacht basin. So I'm basically almost a football field, about 100 feet, 100 yards, I should say, to the center of the Intercoastal. And a lot of times there's a lot of feeder fish that will show up here. I usually sit on my porch for a good part of the evening out there. It's just so peaceful and way just to get, in any event. And so we had major feeder fish going on 2 nights ago, and there were a couple of sharks that were back there, and they were just having a field day. Anyway, Sharky, you got me off on a tangent there. I don't know why, but what you want to take a look at is hut. You don't care about feeder or sharks and feeder fish out there, but let's take a look at hut. What you want to look at, that is Hut 8 Corp is the name of it. And so if we take a look, you're long both. So what this is doing, though, I like on the daily time frame how this negated a TD9 count top. It did that, Sharky, on September 24th. There's a possibility that this is attempting to form an A to B equals CD to the upside. The first signal that may be coming to fruition would be a close above the top of its daily profile. It's been resistance for the last 3 days. That top being 1920. The top being 1221. 1221 is the number. So if price can get above that, then the next thing that you're looking at, see, there's a swing point that would be the B point of an A to B equals CD pattern. That's the high from September 26th. That had volume of 4.8 million shares. Ideally, you'd like to see price moving into that with more than 4.8 million shares. If it does, then you're likely to go test the high of 1345, and maybe even if you're coming in with volume that you might take that out. And that would then set up, if you do close above that high, again, that high being 1345, then you'll have an A to B equals CD pattern on the upside. I can't really call that right now because I would say I could look into the future and know what's going to happen. The only way that I can look into the future is by taking a look at the present. And the present just shows a consolidation with inside its profile level. We know where support is at, which is between 1121 and 1146, and we know where resistance is at. That's a daily time frame. The weekly time frame out here. The weekly time frame is getting its signals from the daily, from the bottoming standpoint, because we don't have a bottom pattern in the weekly chart. What price is doing here, it's dealing with its oscillator and change line. So that level of resistance as we speak right now is at the 1227 level. So I think we had 1221. 1227 is really a level that I'd say you want to see price close above on the daily time frame, to give you that extra piece of information that price wants to rally towards 1495. Now, what was the high? That high was 1345. So you get above 1345, your next battleground would be at the 1495 level. Monthly chart has just been a consolidation for the last year plus out here. I have seen some lower highs out there, and we have seen some higher lows. So you're just trading with inside a wedge. I pay attention to the daily and the weekly at this stage here, Sharky. So I hope that helps you out. And as always, thanks so much for playing the game. Hey, let's give Stevie a request. In fact, Sharky decided to play that game twice out there because the next instrument that we're going to take a look at is HBM. Also, an instrument that Sharky is long on. What is this? This is the Hud Bay Minerals out there. And Hud Bay Minerals right now is trading above profile. That's at 830, so that's bullish. But it's trading below its green oscillator and change line, 926. That's not bearish, but does tell you that it has lost its momentum. And we can see right now, the last couple of days, we've just been trading kind of in a sideways motion out there. Is there anything that I see that is a top on HBM? So we see that bearish shooting star candle. Was there an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside? The answer to that question is no. So that's just really a resistance point for you. And by resistance point, I'm referring to the high. And that high out there was 968 on October the 2nd. So we're just trading sideways right now. We can see that this instrument broke out on the trading day of September 26th. I say broke out because there was a nice gap. 6.5 million shares were traded that day. The prior day, 5 million shares. So prices pulled back in essence to that gap and has found support there. If we were to close below that gap, and what I would say would be a close below 884, well, that could be signaling a move back to support at the 830 level. So the daily time frame, bullish, lost its momentum, maybe just trying to recharge its battery. The weekly chart says, bullish, schmullish. We're really bullish here. Why are we really bullish? We're in bullish breakout mode. What do you mean we're in bullish breakout mode, Stevie? Well, what I mean is we are trading above profile resistance. That's at 852. And we are trading above its green oscillator and change line. That says we have a rising price oscillator above zero. Pure and simple, those are bullish conditions. That suggests that we should rally further out there. So watch 926. That's really your stumbling block, or around 926 out there. That's your stumbling block at this moment in time. On a monthly time frame, you've just been consolidating for the last several months in between its profile levels. It has a buy zone between 750 and 810, and it has your resistance where the sellers are at 1049. So you're long. I would stay long out there. You may just have a little bit of sideways bumpiness out there, but HBM, which is Hud Bay Minerals, looks muy bueno. So thanks for your request out there, Sharky. Much appreciated. Dan also helping out, getting in on the action, wants to take a look at ticker symbol TERN. Now we're about to go to breakout here. I see that I've got about 15 seconds or so, but right now is a quick peek at TERN. What do we see? We see a new profile that formed yesterday, 2 days ago. So the first thing I can leave with you, Dan, and we'll come back and take a look at it, is you've got support in the zone of 750 to about 774, and resistance is up at $8.10. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. One or two adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry October 11th and 25th for more live trading action. Your purchase goes towards 2 sessions, so make sure to sign up now so you don't miss a chance to sit next to Larry as he trades the market live. For all information and reserve your spot today, go to the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a ticker symbol TERN. That's Turns Pharmaceuticals. We're looking at this for Dan inside the Tigers Den. So there was an A to B pattern, A to B CD. This was about a 1 to 1.272 pattern out here. That was confirmed a few days ago. When I say confirmed, that was confirmed by the D point Dan on October 11th when you had that bullish piercing candle. The following day, you had a new profile that formed. So I think I mentioned that to you. Again, you got a buy zone between 750 and 772. You close above 772, you're likely to head up to the 801 to 810 level. That's a resistance on a daily time frame. You close above that, well, we haven't been above the oscillator and change line since September 23rd. That would be a positive. You bought it 2 days ago, you're the man out there. Dan the Man Levitan. If we take a look at the weekly time frame chart, so it's cool. Both our eyes seeing the same things out there. Dan was watching me during the break draw in these trend lines and on a weekly basis. So there's really two different trend lines that I see that you could draw in there. And he's saying, yeah, if you break through that weekly trend line, he's out of there. You do have support at 691, but the bottom, your real support on a daily time frame with regard to that buy the D point is at the 726 level. And if you close below 726, 691 is the weekly target, and 655 would be the daily target out there. On a monthly basis, the good news is you've been inside profile for the last 4 months out there, 728 being your support level, resistance up in the 1018 area. Do I see anything else out here? This should rally further. It's just dealing with the buyers and sellers at the center of that daily profile. And we're also dealing with, TD9 count breakdown resistance. How about that? 775. So formed a nice TD9 count bottom at 11 o'clock in the morning. That was yesterday. And price rallied right up to the resistance level, both the top of its profile and its breakdown level. So on a 30-minute basis, Dan, what you're looking for is a close above 775. Preferably two closes, but if you get above that, then you are likely off to the races out there. So hope that helped you out with regard to TERN, and best of luck to you on that trade. Nice entry from 2 days ago. Let's take a look at our next request. This is coming in from Dennis in the Tigers Den, and Dennis wanted to take a look at, I believe the question was, what is the high in the Qs out here? So the high, if we take a look at that, was formed with the high, by the way, on a monthly basis was a TD9 count top. That high out here is at 503.52. So I believe that's one of the numbers you were looking for, if I understood your question correctly. On a monthly basis, that TD9 count top took price right back to support. Well, sort of support. When I say sort of support, price was above the top of its bearish structured monthly profile for more than 2 consecutive sessions. A counter trend move to the downside would find support at that center line. And that's exactly what it did 2 months ago back in August. So that was the bullish signal of just a retracement, testing a key area of support. These profiles are really cool. I cannot imagine trading without them. They're just so great to help us understand the message of the markets and what its intentions are. Now, on a weekly basis, the Qs are dealing with resistance. That's the top of its profile. And the top of that profile is at 495.51. If we see it close above that, we're headed back to its all-time high, which was a TD9 count top and a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. And that took price right back to breakout support, which held at 436.52. So again, all here you get to see all these magical tools out there that help us just narrate what the market is communicating to us. And if we look at the daily time frame has a new profile, much like we took a look at the NQ. The profile here, the top is at 495.24. The bottom is at 482.67 out there. And right now, price is testing the center of that profile, and that number is at 489.65 out there. The next level of resistance other than the profile would be its TD9 count breakdown resistance at 503.28, which also the TD9 count top would be negated with a close above the high of 503.52 out here. So everything here still looks bullish. If we take a look at what the Qs are doing as an example, now give me a moment here to close this chart down. Let's take a look at this chart. And here we take a look at the cues. Today is going to be, or appears that it will be, bar number 2 of a decline out there. If you take a look at typically what you see is you'll see a 2-bar move and then at least a move higher out there. When you're in a bull market, those 2-bar moves are usually the extent of the move lower. Doesn't guarantee it, but it is something certainly to keep our eyes on. Now we take a look at these bull runs out here. We've seen a number of 2-bar moves. We've seen a 3-bar move. Nothing beyond a 3-bar move out here during bull runs. So, either today is likely to bottom or tomorrow would likely be the bottom, just simply utilizing this tool here with regard to understanding the market's dance steps. What I want to also do, though, is I kind of alluded to this, what's causing the problems inside of the cues out there. And one of the charts I wanted to take a look at with you is the set of charts that I've got out here. We've got the NQ on the left-hand side. You can see it's trading an A to B equals CD pattern that should get us back to its all-time high and beyond. So that's in place. If we take a look at the NDX 100, same signals here. Now, in the case of the NDX 100 on a daily time frame, it closed below that oscillator and change line yesterday. Tells us it's lost momentum. Doesn't mean that it's not going to regain it. I think it's just waiting for that 2 or 3 bar move to the downside. If we take a look at the QQQs, we've really already done that, so we don't need to spend time there. Where we're really looking for signals of a top or a bottom, it's usually the equal weight that tells us what's going on here. Well, if we take a look at the equal weight, all that it did yesterday was it pulled back and tested support. Support is that green oscillator and change line. Again, the green oscillator and change line tells us we have a rising price oscillator above zero. And those are bullish conditions, period. It doesn't tell us that something can change, but that is a bullish condition. And if we take a look at now, you also have a new profile that formed out here. You have resistance at, it's like just 2 profile levels. Yeah. So resistance up at 127.31, a close above that, and we had higher. You have support at 124.42. Now, what we can see on the equal-weighted ETF, it's the only one that has this pattern. We are in bar number 7. We are trying to form bar number 8 today. And bar number 8 will complete as long as price closes above, this is the QQEW, close above 126.71. So that'd be bar number 8. Even though it's bar number 8, it's not a TD9 count top. Why is that, Stevie? Because the high so far is on bar number 7. So maybe the QQEW is just playing coy here. It's going to get bar number 8 today, and then tomorrow bar number 9. All that needs, well, that would need a bit of a rally. It would need a close tomorrow above 127.77. And then the following day, it doesn't take out the high. Because if it takes out the high, that would then generate a TD9 count top. All those conditions have to occur, by the way, not just one or the other. All those conditions have to occur and in that order out here. So the QQEW is sitting at support, whereas the QQQs are not. So that suggests, at least to me, that the issue is maybe more in the top 8 or top 10 or top 15 instruments inside the NASDAQ 100. And hopefully we'll get a chance to go take a look at that. But we're about to go to a breakout here. So we've taken care of turn and the cues. We're going to come back from this break. I think we're going to go take a look at A. Yeah, I've already put it in there. I couldn't tell if that was requested or not. BHP and Lulu. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstad's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at ticker symbol A. Right now, this is Alcoa. Agilent Technologies is Alcoa's AA. So what do we have here? I do see a potential wave number 7 top. Let me pull this back. Okay, so you got a wave number 7, part of the Chapman wave. That identified the top out here, little bear shooting star, September 27. Now you've got an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. So let's just draw in that A to B line out here. Give me a moment, and we'll just simply move that over to the C point. See where we're at in this A to B equals CD leg out there. So, you know, we're at about the 1-to-1 level, but the way that price came off that high from yesterday, this tells us it should be more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD pattern. So, price now it did trade into its buy zone. So we kind of have to be cautious with regard to, is this a bottom or not? Well, you need a bullish reversal candle. That's the easiest way. Just wait for a bullish reversal candle to confirm that pattern. But it is in the buy zone, which is between 139.10 and 140.32 out there. The next level of support would be its breakout level, 137.66. Okay, so your A to B equals CD to the downside. I'm going to go with no bottom yet. On a weekly time frame, you're just consolidating with inside its profile, also trading into a buy zone between 134.32 and about where we're trading right now. Really, the level's 140.33. Monthly chart, you know, it's closed above the top of its profile for the 2 prior months. Right now, we're trading just inside that, but it's too soon to know whether that's really of any significance or not. So I think where we're at here is you're looking for some type of bottom pattern, bullish reversal candle on the daily time frame to confirm a Gartley buy pattern. If we look at a 30-minute time frame chart, I don't see any kind of bottom signals here. So we're going with it's that bottom is not forming just yet out there. So that's what we have when we take a look at Agilent Technologies. Let's go take a look at BHP. This is from a guppy inside the Tiger's Den. Give me a moment. We'll flip over to that chart. BHP is that where it is? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we take a look at this instrument. The question is, our Denner, McGuppy inside our Tiger's Den, is looking to maybe buy or add to his position in the I think it was the $58 area. Let me just share with you what it is that I see out here. And this one's a difficult one. Why is it a difficult one? Well, first, if we take a look at this top with the TD9 count top, does that on October 2nd. Trades lower, and makes a low on the trading day of October 9th. That actually closes below profile support, so we're trading below profile support. We're trading below its green oscillator and change line. What I don't know, McGuppy, is was the C point of an A to B equals CD pattern the high from October 14th? It could. It could be. Now, the swing point that price is trading into, which is the B point of an A to B equals CD pattern, that has volume of 1.6 million shares. Yesterday we pulled back into that swing point with 2.5 million shares. And we closed. So that suggests when you close inside a swing point with volume, that price will go test that low. Now, today's volume so far is only about 600,000 shares. So let's call it about 1.8 million shares or so out there. So today, and that would even be enough volume. So I think that price is going to go target at least that low, 57.87. And if it closes below that low, then you have an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. So let's go ahead and identify what that could look like. We have to say could, because price has to close below the B point in order for an A to B equals CD pattern to actually form out here. Control C, Control V. And that then would take us back towards its breakout level, which is at 53.79. So on the daily, today is not the day to add or take a position, that's for sure, and wait to see how this pattern plays out. If we look at the weekly time frame chart is traded above profile, traded above its oscillator and change line out there, but it still may be pulling back. If we take a look at the monthly chart, you just have a consolidation. So let's see what those short-term time frame charts are communicating to us, McGuppy. Let's put up the 30-minute first. That's not the one I wanted. Let's put this one up. So let's put up a 30-minute time frame chart. And, you still have this wave number 7, a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signal from all the way back at 10 o'clock in the morning on the 9th of October. So if price were to close below that, boy, that would really tell you that this is going to head lower or should head lower out there. Right now you're trading below profile out here. Don't know if it's going to close below profile in the next 13 minutes or not, but you are trading below it, it being 58.19. Let me take a quick peek at a 65-minute chart out here. 65-minute chart shows us not much, but let's pull this back. It shows that price might be targeting its breakout level at 57.96. So this one is a tough one to call. I think because of the volume profile, the volume that you have on the daily time frame as it's going to that swing point, you need to hold off on this right now. So I hope that made sense to you. Even though 58 could be an area, but I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it, not just yet. Now, today's just going to be day number 2 of a pullback in an instrument that basically has been bullish out here. So, that's the other potential caution sign for bottom. I'm going to say volume, in this case here, is going to trump everything, and let's just wait for a better signal. Rose wants to take a look at ticker symbol LULU, Lululemon, I believe, and Lulu is trading out at price point of $292.10. Been a beautiful move out here. It formed a TD9 count bottom, Rose. It did that on the trading session it completed that pattern on September 11th. Bar number 9 occurring on September 10th. Well, guess what? Looks like we're going to form a TD9 count top that's going to take place between today and today's Wednesday and Friday out there. Now, the last time we had any kind of a short-term top out here was a TD9 count pattern. It was bar number 8 on August 26th. That went ahead and pulled back to form that TD9 count bottom pattern out there. So what this is suggesting to you and I is that we should see some type of short-term top take place between today and Friday, and that should pull back to test support level being 273. If we look at the weekly time frame is trading with inside its profiles. It has support at 271. It has resistance at 308.09. On a monthly time frame, TD9 count top there, no bottoming signal, prices below profile, below its oscillator change line. Right now it's taking its messages. I would say the daily chart is the one that is controlling things out here and from a signal standpoint. So I'd be looking, today's going to be bar number 4 of continuous bars to the upside. If we take a look at Lululemon, let's go ahead and pull that chart over. This is the daily time frame that we're taking a look at. How many times does Lululemon get past bar number 4? Well, I see a bar number 5 out here. This is on August 21st. I do see a bar number 6. This one, it was rallying back in April of 2024. So this just adds the idea. You should see that top form. I would say tomorrow is more likely the day out there. So that's what I see when I take a look at Lululemon. Rose, thanks so much for playing the game. Let's give Stevie a request. Nicholas wants to take a look at Goldilocks out here. So let's go take a look at gold. Let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and get this fired up. Gold contract, December. And then we're actually going to move to my black background charts. So while that loads, we're going to go take a gold out here. And the first thing we're going to take a look at is we want to understand what are traders around the globe who trade gold doing. Well, to figure that out, all we have to do is take a look at how gold is priced in their currency. We are not at a new all-time high today in terms of U.S. dollars. In order to do that, we need to close our tick above 27.0870. But we are at a new all-time high in terms of euros, gold priced in yen, gold priced in pounds, gold priced in loonie, gold priced in krona, gold priced in Swiss francs, gold priced in yuan, and gold priced in Aussies. Nicholas, gold is going to make a new all-time high price in dollars, even though it got up towards that level today and then closed above it. All of these other traders are saying bullish, bullish, bullish. We'll be right back.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. So take a look at the intraday charts here for Goldilocks. I'd say that the chart pattern here, so I like the 5-hour time frame chart. It negated a TD9 count top. It did that this morning. No, it did that at 4 o'clock this morning. So that's nice. We negated a 4-hour, so the 4-hour and 5-hour TD9 count tops have been negated. So that's a beautiful thing out there. The chart, though, that is really controlling things, I'd have to say, Nicholas, right now is a 60-minute. Its TD9 count top is still in place. Price is trading below profile support. You could see gold pull back to the 2676 level. That would be its breakout level for a 60-minute time frame out here. And that's pretty much all that I see. But the with the way gold is trading, all the major currencies is telling you that it is in rally mode across the globe out there. So don't be fooled by just taking gold priced in U.S. dollars. Hope that helped you out. And as always, thanks so much for your request. We had a request to take a look at KWEB. Let's see if we can do that quickly here. K-Web has got an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. Looks to me like it wants to go target profile support at 29.88 out there. Nothing really changed since yesterday. Request to take a look at Ulta Beauty Supply, ULTA. ULTA right now is trading with inside its profile. Support being 482.67. Resistance being 495.24. I don't see any kind of topping pattern that sticks out at me at this moment in time. You have resistance on that weekly time frame at profile. Resistance up at 490. Oh, that's the Qs. That's not Ulta. Geez, Louise, where did that go? Well, we're going to go ahead and type it in. Thought I had it in there. Nice of me to, I should really pay attention, don't you think? Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. So these charts will fire up. And we take a look at the Ulta. Well, right now, this is negating the potential negation of a TD9 count bottom pattern. That TD9 count bottom formed on October 10th, rallied right in that red oscillator and change line, turned back down. And now if we get it close today below 355.58, the volume there was 1 million shares. So far today, we're at 1.2. You're going to get a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. I don't know where that's going to take us to. You can do that on your own chart out there because I'm out of time. The show is over. So Don, I see you sent in a request here. I'm just getting that now. So I'll make sure we take a look at that one tomorrow. Folks, have a wonderful Wednesday. Be safe out there, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Terrific Thursday, 11 a.m. sharp. Take care, and thanks for joining us.